Till I Die TV. Watch and subscribe on YouTube and listen on your podcast platform.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here. Now be sure to watch Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV by subscribing on YouTube and following them on social media for all the latest Leicester City news and information. Come on you foxes!
Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on and ready to go.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's live.
Good evening, fellow Fox fans. How the devil are we? I don't know how this is looking from your end, guys. So my end, it's not looking very good at all. I don't know how that intro video was, but it was a bit like Joey Barton at the police station, jumping all over the place, panicking. So I don't know if it was played all right for you. It didn't for me, but we would hope. And allegedly, Joey Barton jumping all over the police station. How you doing? It's Monday night. It's Leicester Till I Die TV. You can catch us live on YouTube, Leicester Till I Die TV. Please, please, please give us a subscribe. If you're in the Twitter sphere, it's at Leicester TID. And, of course, on Facebook, it is Leicester Till I Die, the group. Like I say, if you do pop over to, please do pop over to YouTube, give us a subscribe. We're about 250 off getting 1,000. Really need that last push. It is great. And I'll tell you what it's worth pushing for. Tomorrow afternoon, to be truthful, 3:30, we're doing a transfer show, special edition, with the one, the only Fabrizio Romano. Yes, indeed. 3:30 in the afternoon, but obviously it will be live after that. And we have got all the things ready for him, all the players that are coming in, all the players are going out. Will Liverpool go for Tillemans? Apparently not. We shall see. The Liverpool fan is shaking his head at me, so fingers crossed. Will Arsenal go for Maddison? Can Arsenal afford anybody? Let's be honest with you. Anyway, this is the quiz show. It is the Big Fat Quiz. Well, it's named after myself, of course. The Big Fat Quiz of the Week.
It's the Big Fat Football Quiz with Leicester Till I Die TV.
So you think you know your football?
Well, let's see.
At all, because it just buggers my whole system up. But hey, we're going to say a couple of hellos first of all. Hello to Talk MU. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us. Tycho. Hello, Tycho. How the devil are you? Arsenal fan. Yeah, you're just coming over here to see what we're saying about Maddison. We know. Ankit, RC Bain, Chelsea fan TV. Are you panicking still? He panics every week, and you're not on for another couple of weeks yet, and he panics. Melina, good evening, Melina. How are you? Great news about your dad. Melina's dad's not been very well. She picked him up from the hospital today after major surgery, so he's home and he's up and out and about. So well done, Marina. Hope he's all right. Our thoughts go out to your dad. Big him up there. Anyway, it is the quiz night, and let's get Magnus Magnusson in again, because I couldn't think of anybody else, or Nicholas Parsons, or Jim Davidson, or Larry Grayson, or whoever you want to say.
I mean, not only dead, now we're going with racists as well. Thanks. Is there anyone else you can liken me to?
Oh, yeah, I can think of a few.
I'm sure you
I
can.
think of a few. How the devil are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks. And I echo your thoughts about Melina. Good news. So all the best wishes to her and her dad.
Best wishes.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
good. Thanks. It's a bit warm still, but we're here ready and raring to go with a double header.
A double at the big Merseyside Battle of the Mersey.
Yeah, indeed.
And I'm not going to say that this guy is actually embarrassed to be a Liverpool fan, but in his honour, I have put the red shirt on.
I noticed that.
Yes. What was he wearing when I came? I don't know, some grey and blue outfit. But he's got changed. Not that I made you feel guilty. Doug, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Thank you very, very much for having me. I'm looking forward to this.
Evening, Doug.
Well, nice to see you. You finally decided that you will show your loyalties.
Yeah.
I had like a white and green top on, and knowing me, from obviously being outside, wearing white is not the best idea. So yeah, I've changed it to something red, obviously. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Thank you very much for obviously inviting me on. As well. Also, happy birthday to your owner, who I think is one of the best owners in the Premier League.
Yeah,
you don't get any extra points for that, by the way, mate.
That's all right. That's all right.
I've got the pen. Yes, you do.
He's easily bored. He's easily bored, is Craig. Just find him
if you can confirm that Tielemans won't be joining you, then we can add some points at the end of the transfer window to your score.
Yeah, I can categorically say we will not be signing Tielemans. Not the amount of money that Leicester are wanting. So no chance.
Yeah, good.
That's what we like to hear, isn't it? You know, but yeah, like I say, Craig, put your buzzer away. You're not being bought anymore this way. Doug's already on 50 points.
Yeah. At least you don't have to spend time asking Fabrizio about Tielemans tomorrow because you've already heard.
I will. Yeah. I'll just, what does Fabrizio know? Do you know? This is what you're up against, Doug. We've had 3 on so far. We started with the Leicester fan, and we didn't cheat. He was actually very, very good. He knew his stuff. The away questions for him was England questions about the England national team. So he didn't get it any easier. I thought Tommy from Tommy Talks Ball, the Tottenham fan, was actually, I thought he was closer than he was on 38. Dan at Burnley Turf Moor. Well, what can I say, Dan? Thanks for taking part. That's all I can say on that one. That's the standard, Doug, you are up against. And let's not forget, what have you got to do? Well, there's going to be 20 questions. You're going to get 5 on Leicester City, 5 on general football, and the Leicester City ones are worth 5 points each. The general football ones are worth 3, and then you'll get 10 Liverpool ones, which are worth 2, because we think you should know those. You've also got 3 lifelines as you go through. You've got the Ask Chris, which you may want to use on the Leicester ones. Put it this way, Jeremy Clarkson's probably a better ask for you than I am on that one. If Craig and me remember not to shout the answer out, you have the second chance. So if you get a question wrong, we'll give you on one. If you couldn't decide between 2, you get a second chance. And then there's a question that you really, really, really don't like in any of the subjects, you get a switch question. When you can say, I don't want that question, I'll have another question. And you can use that at any point. So that's how it rolls. We're going to ask Larry Grayson there if he's ready to start us off, and we can have a go. Oh, and just before we start, very quickly, hi to Box, but a big hello to Nippon.
Hi, Nippon.
Hi.
About 5 minutes ago, was actually outside the King Power.
Oh, right.
He is doing a tour of as many Premier League clubs as he can before the season starts. So big up to you, Nippon. I hope you got on your knees and were respectful for the club that Leicester are now. Anyway, back to we've kept you waiting long enough, Doug. Thanks for doing this. over to Craig, and he'll start you off.
Cool. Right. Thanks everybody for watching, and thanks Doug for taking part.
Pleasure.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it. There's no pressure at all. Obviously, it's not like Everton follow you, so it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Let's get cracking now. No, again, no pressure, but everyone else has done pretty well on the Leicester questions. So let's see how you do. Okay, let's start these off. 5 points for each one. Question 1. From which club did Leicester sign Casper Schmeichel in 2011?
Something in the back of my mind is thinking Falkirk. I'm going to go Falkirk.
That is incorrect. If you'd like another guess, or obviously you can save that second guess lifeline for later.
No, I'll go on.
Yep. Okay. It was Leeds.
Oh,
from
he was actually at Leeds.
Yeah, for the princely sum of 1.25 million, and
wow,
what a bargain that's been.
A good signing.
Yeah. Okay. Question number 2. Who beat Leicester in the final game of last season to deny them a Champions League spot?
Well, I know you like to sing you came third in the 2-horse race. It's Tottenham Hotspur.
Unfortunately, it was indeed.
Yes.
Correct. Well done.
We love them.
You're on the board. Question 3. Who became Leicester manager after Claudio Ranieri was sacked in 2017?
I think I know this one because everyone was billing about how bad Leicester had done by sacking Ranieri, and actually his first game in charge was against us. It was a 3-1 win. I think it's Craig Shakespeare.
It was indeed. Yeah, well done. Great answer. And great memory of a great night. Question 4. Who was the most recent player signed by Leicester from Liverpool?
Danny Ward?
It was. Somehow, that's good answer. Somehow you managed to get 12.5 million for your reserve keeper.
Yeah. I think Michael Edwards is a very, very good negotiator, and how he managed to get 12.5 million, I'll never know. But yeah, very well done to him.
Yeah, well done. And finally, question for you. You've picked up well after that first one. Question 5, last one in this round. Remember, you've still got all your lifelines, so you could switch the question if you don't like it, or ask Chris. Who knocked Leicester out of the Champions League in the 2016-17 season at the quarter-final stage?
Atletico Madrid.
Very good. Didn't even need you, Chris. Didn't even need you.
Well, he might ask me one on the Liverpool ones. You never know.
Well, that was very well done.
You came back well then, young man. You came back well. Scott and Bot's got Atletico there. Got Danny Ward. I've got to be honest with you. When you look at his performances in the Euros, he played very well, and he's probably worth his money. I have a feeling that we may not have him for much longer. Then that's the only thing.
I think he put himself in the shop window, didn't he? So I would imagine he's at a stage where he wants to play now after enjoying the limelight.
Say good evening to 100% LCFC. Thanks for popping in, lads. If you didn't know Craig Shakespeare, I'd have been round there myself to batter your door down. Few went for Shakespeare. Box went for Tottenham, literally. Man United said Tycho, but it was Tottenham. So good miss out. But how is his score looking there?
Very good. Very good start. 20 points.
Well done. Whoa. And that was the technically the hardest section.
Yeah. I say this every week. I'm going to have to make these harder. I think these
you are.
Yeah.
I think you are.
Yeah, I can see Chris pulling faces when I ask a couple of them, so it's probably a good job you didn't ask him.
Yeah, there was a few there that I wouldn't have wanted, but shush.
Right. Okay, let's go on to general football. So 3 points each and all your lifelines available. So question 1. The Golden Boot is awarded to the Premier League top scorer at the end of each season, who is the only player to have won the trophy 4 times.
Gosh. I've got between 2 here. I'm thinking Alan Shearer, and then I'm thinking Thierry Henry. I'm going to go Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer is incorrect. Do you want to use any of your lifelines for that one?
Go on, Chris. I'll ask Chris for that one.
You know what? I was thinking, don't ask me here, because my choice for that one was going to be Alan Shearer. So, yeah, I can't think past him. So what I'm going to do is, to save you wasting my lifeline, you thought the second choice might be Thierry Henry. So I'm going to say Thierry Henry. So if you want to go for that, you can go for that, and you've still got the other lifeline left as your second choice. Because, like I say, I would have gone Alan Shearer.
Okay, so you can either take Chris's punt, or you can ignore him and, well, there's no
to be
point.
honest with you, you might as well go for it, because
exactly.
If you don't,
I don't think it's right, but I'll go for Thierry Henry.
It is actually Thierry Henry.
Oh,
yeah. Well done.
There we go then.
No,
yeah,
we played that one well, mate.
I tell you what, Chris, you're going to take all the credit for that, and you didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't. I had no idea, and I wouldn't have got him. But I'm thinking, well, if Doug's that, can't decide between the two, let's just go for it. But yeah, my football knowledge shone through there, I thought.
Well done, and very wisely played that one. Question 2. Who is the current manager of Wolves?
Oh, God. It's the second name that's going to really stumble, but I think it's Bruno Lagna or Bruno Lagna.
I'm going to give you, well, Chris is the adjudicator. It's Lag or Lager, Lage. There's no N, but it's down to Chris as the adjudicator.
Do you know what? I think the fact that he was that close, he deserves the points, because I had no idea. My mind just went blank. So I think, you're close enough, mate, and we'll give you the points on that.
I saw the word you uttered, Chris.
Yeah. But can I just say that if you're 3 points ahead of us at the end, I'll take those points back. But no, we'll give you those.
Question 3. Who was the last winner of the Champions League to not come from one of the 4 main powerhouse European leagues of England, Scotland, Germany, and Italy?
Schmeichel. Wow. I think we're going way back here. Champions League era.
Yep.
Yeah. Marseille
is incorrect. So you can have another guess or save it.
No, I'll save it.
Okay.
Can I have a guess on that one?
Go on then, Chris.
As soon as I waited until you asked this week,
well
like you, I'm learning. We normally jump in before we're giving you the chance to have a second guess. I would have gone for Porto.
It was, in fact, Porto. Jose Mourinho's Porto, who beat Monaco 3-0 in 2004. That was.
Yeah.
That should have been you asked Chris.
There you go. Question 4. Who did Brentford beat in the 2021 Championship playoff final at Wembley?
Swansea City.
It was correct. Swansea City, well done. And finally, who were the winners of the very first World Cup in 1930?
Uruguay.
Correct, well done.
I won't even take my green tick down there. I'll just I'll leave it up there. Well, again, another good strong round. Let's have a look what Tycho went for Uruguay. And I'm not bringing these up on the screen, guys, simply because it seems to be slowing and a bit iffy at my end. But Tycho said Uruguay. Box said Uruguay. Tycho, I'm not sure who he's referring to there. Scott's passed on the manager. Porto, yeah, there's a few. Tycho and Box both went for Porto. Box says he hopes Liverpool don't do as well as Doug's doing.
Touche, my friend, touche.
Tycho and Box have both got Lager, or Lage, however you want to pronounce it. Tycho had a feeling for Andy Cole. Keep those to yourself, Tycho. This is not the channel where we discuss those things. Scott went for Rooney, and a few people went for Henry as well. So, mixed bag there, but a very good round for Doug. How did he do?
He got 12 points. So you're in exactly the same position that Tommy was after his first
excellent.
32 points.
Now, I must admit, both Dan and Tommy had basically, we're a bit like every football team this season. We're better away from home than at home. So hopefully it all rests on your knowledge of your own team.
Indeed. I've got a feeling that you might do pretty well here, Doug. Let's go. Right. Okay. Liverpool, 2 points. You've still got your second guess, I believe, and switch question.
Okay.
So, question 1. Liverpool clinched the 2019-20 Premier League title without kicking a ball. Which team beat Man City 2-1 to ensure they couldn't be caught at the top of the table?
Agent Pulisic and Agent Willian, Chelsea.
It was indeed, because they did exactly the same when we won it by drawing with Spurs. So they've got previous. Luis Suarez, question 2. Luis Suarez was Liverpool's top scorer for 3 consecutive seasons, from 2011-12 season to the 2013-14 season. But prior to that run, who was Liverpool's top scorer for the 2010-11 season?
Oh my goodness. Well, it wasn't a very good season, as people would obviously know. God, that's hard. I want to say, because we had such a poor season, I'm going to say Craig Bellamy.
Craig Bellamy is incorrect. So you do have a second guess if you want to use it.
Yeah, I will have a second guess at this one. I will have a second guess. Steven Gerrard.
Well, your lifelines have worked out well so far, but unfortunately, not this time. It was actually Dirk Kuyt with 15.
I did have a feeling it was either him or Bellamy. So There we go.
Unlucky. Okay, question 3. The Merseyside derby with Everton on the 17th of October 2020 will be remembered as the match in which Virgil van Dijk was injured in an assault by Jordan Pickford. The game ended 2-2, but who was denied a last gasp winner by a dubious VAR decision?
Yeah, it was a lovely ball from Thiago. Mane played it. Henderson 3-2, and it was denied by offside. Jordan Henderson.
That was correct. Well done. It did look a little tight, that one.
Slightly.
Question 4. From which club did Liverpool buy Divock Origi for 10 million in 2014?
Ooh. Lille?
It was Lille, and then immediately loaned back for the next season. But then for some reason you actually took him. So, although he scored 1 or 2 important goals for you.
Yeah, he's a player. I think he's a player on the way out, unfortunately. His best days are behind him, I would say.
Yeah. Question 5, going well. The Champions League final of 2005 against Milan saw Liverpool mount the astonishing second half comeback to level the game 3-3 after trailing 3-0 at half-time. After a goalless period of extra time, the game went to a penalty shootout, which Liverpool eventually won 3-2, but which Liverpool player missed his penalty in the shootout?
John Arnorisa.
Haman, Cisse and Schmeichel all scored, but John Arnorisa missed. Well done. Who is Liverpool's all-time... It is. Who is Liverpool's all-time highest Premier League goal scorer?
Highest all time
in the Premier League.
The Premier League. Wow. I'm gonna kick myself here. I know I'm gonna kick myself. Again, I've got 2 in my head, and it's just which one to choose for. Stevie G
is incorrect, I'm afraid. Who was the other one you were going to go for?
Robbie Fowler.
It was Robbie Fowler. 128 goals. Yeah.
Shame.
Says the impartial host.
Did I sound genuine there?
Okay, question 7. According to the Premier League's website, which of these 3 players played the most Premier League minutes last season? James Milner, Diego Jota, or Curtis Jones?
Wow. Well, actually, I mean, Jota was injured for most of the season. He didn't return until February, so I don't think it's Jota. I'm going to say Curtis Jones.
Okay. Milner played 1,062 minutes. Jota played 1,113 minutes. Jones played 1,178. So it was indeed Curtis Jones. Well done.
Ooh, pulled that one out, mate.
You did. Right, question 8. Liverpool won the first of their 7 FA Cups in 1965. With the score finishing 0-0 after 90 minutes, they triumphed 2-1 in extra time, but who did they beat?
What year, sorry?
65.
Can I switch the question, please?
You can indeed. What would you have gone for?
To be fair, we have beaten Newcastle a couple of times. My guess would have been Newcastle.
It was actually Leeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. He took the lead through Roger Hunt, Billy Bremner equalised, and then Ian St John scored the winner 3 minutes from time. So your sub question: Roy Hodgson became Liverpool manager on July the 1st, 2010, after a £2 million compensation payment was agreed with which club?
Fulham.
It was indeed Fulham. See, that's how switches can go. Sometimes you get an easier one, sometimes you get a harder one.
And he was worth every penny, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was indeed.
The less said about that, the better. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Question 9. Who knocked Liverpool out of the Carabao Cup last season?
Oh, crikey. Arsenal.
It was Arsenal. 5-4 on penalties. Well done. Looking like a good score you're putting together here, Doug. Final question. In the Premier League title winning season of 2019-20, Liverpool scored a total of 85 goals. Salah top scored with 19, but there were 4 players who contributed just 1 goal each. Can you name any of them?
Wow. Fabinho.
I've got the full list here.
Mm-hmm.
Fabinho contributed 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The 4 were Curtis Jones again, Adam Lallana, Joel Matip, and Shaqiri.
I remember the hips don't lie. I know. Forgive me. It's just honestly, Craig just switches off now at my jokes. He doesn't even acknowledge that I said them.
What I've asked you in the past, Chris, I've asked you when you are making a joke if you could put your hand up so we know.
Thank you. We have a love-hate relationship, Craig and me. We love ourselves, hate each other. Right. A few answers here. Box went for Lallana with the 1 goal. Tycho, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Who were the other 3, by the way? Who were the out of interest?
It was Curtis Jones, Lallana, and Matip. Matip, Shaqiri.
That's right.
Yeah, the Ox got 4.
Right. A lot of people got Arsenal, the team that knocked you out. Tycho. Now, Tycho is an Arsenal fan. Was there a question about a team before that question about who knocked Liverpool out the Carling Cup?
Yeah, it was the switch question about where did Roy Hodgson come from.
That's okay. Because I thought for a minute, Tycho's got Nottingham Forest here. And I thought he was thinking that was a team that knocked you out there. And he's an Arsenal fan. So,
unless it was the who Liverpool beat in the cup final.
It could have been that one. It could have been that one.
Yeah.
So and he has got one here where he's just said no idea. So at least he's being honest. I dared look at them because these guys, you can't see the answers as they come up in the chat because we don't let the chat be visible for obvious reasons. And I tend to not look at them as we're going through because obviously I'm doing all the graphics, but I don't want my sort of eyes to sort of give anything away if I sort of see the right answer come up. But hey, talking of right answers, you were on 32 after 2 rounds, Doug. Let's have a look what you are aiming for. So at the moment, in 3rd place, we have Burnley on 30 points. In 2nd place, Tottenham 38 points. And in 1st place, at the moment, it's Leicester with 44 points. I do have a feeling that tonight's going to be a bad night because I think you're going to go to the top of that. Is it not, Craig?
Well, in that round, you scored 14 points, giving you a total of 46. So well done, Doug.
Wow.
Leader.
Wow.
Now, 2 points ahead. Now, what did I say about that 3-point question earlier?
Yeah, I thought you were very generous. I was going to give him 2 points instead of 3, but that would have still been enough. So,
to be totally honest with you, with some of these, oh God, that hurts now. in fairness, some of these managers' names and players' names, let's be honest with you, it's difficult. It's difficult to. I have trouble with Bertrand. I would have wanted to call him Bertrand, make him sound like French and exotic. Rion Bertrand that joined us from Southampton. So, yeah, I get it. You were, to me, I knew who you meant. Do you know what I mean? And you've gone to the top of the table, bastard. I've got one thing to say to you.
No, I'm not that smug. I can tell you that. It's a competition at the end of the day.
Nobody's that smug. Let's be honest with you, but that's what you get for beating Leicester.
I'm liking the humility, Doug. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, mate. Give us a shout out to where people can find you. There is a link to your YouTube in the description underneath the video, but give us a shout out where people can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube at the Dugout Football channel. You can also find me on Twitter at enrod_1992. You can find me on Instagram at Douglas.Horn, and you can find me on Facebook at Douglas James Horn. There we go. And we will put that in subtitles for people later on so that they can understand that. Well, Doug, you are number one. Not only did you pip us to Europe at the end of last season, you knocked us off the top of the quiz league. We're going to have to get another Leicester one back in. Hey, you're going to be watching later, 8:30. We've got Ben from, I think it was Blue Nose TV. I think it is. It'll be coming up anyway. And you've got to watch it, see if he can beat you and knock Leicester even further down. But thanks so much for coming on. Like I say, go and support Doug's channels. The links are below in the YouTube description. Doug, thanks very much, mate. And I just hope you're not as good as that next season in the proper football.
Thank you very much for having me. It has been a pleasure.
Well
Cheers.
Well done.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Cheers,
Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. These Leicester questions are much too easy, mate. This is what it is.
It is, isn't it? Everybody's killing it.
Yes. I think it's very awkward with the pronunciation ones about whether you allow it, but I think
he knew who it was, which is the main
exactly. And it would have been very churlish of me not to have given it to him for that. But he goes to the top.
He does.
I will see you in just under an hour's time, sir.
You will indeed. We get the second half of the Merseyside derby.
Yeah, see if Everton can do it as well as the blue half can do as well as the red half, as they say.
Indeed.
I need to go and get changed and put a proper top on. And, Tycho says here, what a score, Doug. Good job, mate. It was a great score. Box said, yeah, Doug, congratulations. And wow, great effort to Scott for Tycho. Yeah, I mean, all I can say is it hurts. It sticks in my throat, but well done, Doug. Craig, as always, mate, thank you so much for doing the questions. I will see you a few gin and tonics time at 8:30.
Excellent. See you later, guys.
Thanks very much. So we're going to be back at 8:30 when we will have Ben from. I need to check it. Where is Ben from? I think it's Blue Banksy, something like that. We'll have it right for when we do the show. But don't forget that we're back at 8:30 with the Everton half of the quiz. We're also back tomorrow, as if you need reminding, and as if I haven't mentioned this enough. And we will be back with Fabrizio Romano at 3:00. And that's being brought to you in conjunction with ME Sports Group. They do ME Education, ME Sports in the community, and also the memorabilia and merchandise side to the business as well. So they're going to be doing great. Thanks for supporting us, ME Sports. You'll see us tomorrow for that at 3:30, but you'll be back 8:30 in about 47 minutes time. Guys, thanks for joining in. Well done to Doug again, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye
Hello,
now.
Matt Elliott here. Be sure to watch Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and follow all their social media platforms for all the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.